Welcome to the visionarywoman.com online media.
And I profiled 20 trailblazing women from all over the world that have really made an impact in the world. And I can tell you that almost all of them had gone through major transformations in identity, in what they were doing, even a career shift. Yeah. And what was very important to them was letting go of certain ideas they had of themselves that wasn't serving them well in their new path. And that is why we get so held down by things that are not useful for our growth, and how we need to let those things go. Come on this earth to learn and to grow. So we are constantly looking for challenges, no matter where we are in our growth. And it's only this kind of evolution that gives us a sense of purpose, an inner purpose. We all hold some sort of inner narrative in our heads, and oftentimes it's self-doubt or saying, there's been research that has shown that there's a greater likelihood for women to say, I don't know enough before they start something new, whereas their male counterparts say, I'll take this on and I led women's groups for 7 years, and I have to say that it was one of the most growthful things that I did, not only for myself, but the group of women, because every week we would come back and I would not only give them exercises and readings, but then we had to share our feelings and responses to the world, and share how it felt to do something new and what was coming. Studies have shown that 90s babies, so I have 2 boys that are born in the 90s, and demographics show that they want to go to do work that's not only meaningful to them, but also changes society. A lot of them want to join social entrepreneurship programs and doing nonprofits. I think 80s was cast in, the Reagan era, where, it was just a little bit of bling, a little bit of everything. I think there's a lot more social consciousness in 90s babies. But, I think that, first of all, I think you change the world by first changing yourself. And then once we do that, we radiate a positive change towards our own community. And if people in our own surroundings are not responsive, we're responsible to catalyzing that. We need to all be change agents for change. It comes from the kind of family history we have and the kind of family culture we have. I'm Iranian, and I lived the first 11 years of my life in Iran. And when the Islamic Revolution took place, we left overnight. I came with 2 luggages and I never went back. So I think sometimes that kind of tragedy and trauma instills a certain kind of resilience in us that we want to try for more. I do think that we're all, as women, very powerful, because we are not only the people that bring people together at the table in a home, but we give birth to the entire world. And it is really our duty not only to teach our girls, but to teach our sons, teach our brothers and uncles and fathers about a true being in the world should be like. And I oftentimes bring up the example of Lima Bowie, who's from Liberia. She's in my book, and I've had the great honor of having her come to speak at one of my women's salons. And Lima, that's what she said. She said, all of us women of Liberia need to band together to be peacekeepers in the world. From a place where there was no center of power, that united voice became a major sense of power for the entire nation to really stop the civil war. This is where I think it's important to offer young women and girls different role models and narratives, so they can have a range of choices of the kind of woman they want to be when they become adults. I always tell people that it's really important to put yourself around people that you admire, because you tend to be the sum total or average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So who's on your board, of your life board? who are those 5 people that you spend the most time with? I say that to all the young women because it makes a big difference in the trajectory of your life in the long run. And I think, we all need that kind of inspiration. I certainly need it. I feel that at certain points in my life, I'm at a crossroads and I want to key in on what would be important for me. And I look onto the lives of other women that have accomplished and have great meaning in their lives. And I want to learn from them.
TheVisionaryWoman.com. Watch our host of insightful video exchange interviews. Listen to the Visionary Woman Hotspot Talk Radio to empower your evenings and read fascinating articles of inspiration and perseverance, all with you in mind. Visit us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.